just like the seasons change, so do we, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. You would want to change and hopefully grow for the better. But there are some people that are scared of change for whatever reason. That maybe they're comfortable where they're at now, so they're scared to push that boundary or push that envelope and becoming better, because it's scary when you have no idea what's going on. Like, it can be a scary situation. And the reason why I wanted to bring this up is throughout this year I've changed a lot, and I've seen myself grow, and I became better at things that I wasn't necessarily good at just when I started off this year. And I realized that I'm just going to keep growing and keep changing, so might as well embrace it. Might as well try to do as much changing and growing as I can, no matter what happens. And yeah, at first I may have ran into the wall a couple times. Maybe I'm still running into walls, which it's going to happen when you're going to change. You're going to end up running into walls, and I end up doing things that wasn't as efficient as they can be done. But the point was just to get started, because just by me starting, I was already ahead of where I wanted to be, and I didn't realize that till now, because at the time I was just like, you know what, I'm gonna do this whatever way I can, and even if it's not the most efficient way, I'm still gonna get it done no matter what. And then later on, I end up smacking myself in the head, like, why did I not do it this way? This way is so much easier than the way I was doing it before. But the point is, because like water's always flowing, and it's always crystal clear, and it's always changing. Whereas if water gets stagnant, it becomes murky. So if you become like stagnant water, you're going to become murky. You're going to be upset with yourself for not trying to go through changes and not trying to better yourself or better your life, or whatever the case may be. But because I took that risk of just trying to get it done no matter what happens, whether it's slow or if it's fast, or I had to do something. The point is, you always have to just do something, because doing something is better than nothing. But that's not the point of this video. The point of this video is to embrace the changes that life may bring you, whether if it's through going through bad things, going through good things, no matter what it is, just embrace it, because you only live one life. You're only going to get this chance once, and you're only going to go through that bad thing like once. You may go through another bad thing, but the situations are never the exact same. It's always something new. There's always a new element that plays into it, and you should just enjoy it, because it's one life. And there were some times that I wish I could have went back and told myself this, because there have been some deals that I've lost where I was like, man, what now? Like, I was focused so much on this deal working out, and then it doesn't end up working out, and I'd end up stressing about it. And then I get another deal, same situation, it doesn't work out. And then I get another deal, same situation, it doesn't work out. And now, after having all that experience, it doesn't really bug me, where I'm just like, okay, if I get a deal, I know exactly what I'm going to do. Or if I mess this deal up, or not if I mess it, or if this deal doesn't go the way I want it to, or the buyer's end up backing out, or the seller ends up backing out, whatever the case may be, I know I can go out there and generate more deals, because I've been in this situation before. And that's what I'm trying to say. Like water and like the seasons, which are always changing and always flowing, we must be the same way, and we must adapt to whatever life throws at us, because it's doing that for a reason. It's kind of like a game. So you end up going to something, you gain some experience, you level up, and next time when something like that happens, you'll be prepared and you'll be all set and ready to go. Another thing I want to talk about is I ended up doing a presentation, I think it was like a month ago, 2 months ago, somewhere within that time, with some of the top real estate agents in Tampa. And that was actually pretty exciting. Like, it was really cool. I was extremely nervous at first. I was like, man, I have to do good on this presentation. I'm going to be presenting in front of all these people. And I ended up presenting in front of them. Everybody loved the presentation. They were kind of shocked, because I was, I think it was 19 at the time. I was like, this was like 2 weeks before my birthday, 3 weeks before my birthday, and everybody was extremely impressed. I came dressed the part. I came in a suit. Everybody was super impressed. I was able to make some new contacts, some new friends, and they're pretty awesome. I'm still trying to get in contact with them again and just keep learning from them, because that's kind of what life is about, just about learning. And I've realized throughout the year that my priorities have changed time and time again. Like, at one point it was just solely the gym, and then it ended up just being YouTube for a little bit, and then it ended up being my schoolwork. And now I'm trying to get back into doing YouTube. Real estate has always been a goal. It's always been a part of it, so it's always, that's why I'm not mentioning it, because it's always a part of it. So that's a constant that never changes. The only thing is just adding stuff on top of it. Now I'm getting back into this YouTube thing again. I ended up taking like a month, 2 month break to focus on my classes, and the point is to just keep striving, keep bettering yourself, and never be stagnant. There's always something to do. And that's kind of another thing where it's like, people don't realize how much stuff there is to do in life, and you won't realize it until like you open your eyes and you put yourself in a new place. Because if you're trapped in the same place, trapped doing the same thing over and over and over again, you're gonna miss out on what life is to offer, and it sucks. It really does suck because luckily for me in my life, I'm able to get put in so many different situations. Like I get invited to so many different things. I'm able to do so many different things, whether it's remodeling a home, being invited to a broker's open, being invited to open house, being invited to a life insurance event, being invited to a builder event. It's just all these things that I get invited to. So it really opens my eyes and it helps me gain more wisdom and gain more experience and meet new people and do all these things, which are super cool because I'm learning all these things. So I'm gaining all this knowledge as I'm getting older, and I'm starting to realize like I'm able to actually have conversations with people about these different things. I'm able to educate people on these different things, and it's kind of what life is about. Just like nothing feels better than just being able to help others and being able to help them grow. So if for some reason you feel like you don't have a purpose in life, then just go out and try and teach somebody something. It doesn't have to be anything crazy. Whatever it is you're good at, you could try and have a conversation with somebody who wants to get good in that field or area, whatever it is that you do. You could talk to somebody who's up and coming, and trust me, it'll make a huge difference to them. To you, it's like, you're like, okay, I'm already used to this because this is what I do 24/7, so like it's kind of boring to me. But if you were to go to somebody who's just getting into this or is like an entry level and you talk to them about it, I'm not gonna say they're gonna worship you, but they're gonna see you as like a mentor, and they're gonna just love everything that you say. And that's kind of how I am. Whenever I'm talking to the best of the best in whatever field they're in, I just like to sit there and listen to what they have to say because they say some pretty crazy things, and it's like it doesn't click in your head until after they say it. You're like, man, that is like super smart. Why didn't I think about something like that? Or why didn't I know that before? Like it's such common sense. And it's just amazing to have that feeling. And the year's almost over, so why not try to change who you are for who you want to be? Why not try and start now? If you didn't do it throughout the whole year, try and start it now. Yeah, you may only have a couple months left. That's not the point. The point is just to start. It doesn't matter when you start. If you didn't start at the beginning of this year, start now and end this year off strong and end it well. Imagine where you're going to be in January. Do you want to have to start from square one, or do you already want to be 2 or 3 steps ahead? And even now, I'm trying to push myself as much as I can just to do what it is that I want to do and just get better at some things that I'm still rough around the edges, but I have the talent for it. I just have to mix it all up together and make it work. And as of now, one of my properties is pending, and we're supposed to close in like a week or two, so I'm hoping that goes well. Everything's been super smooth. The lender's been amazing. The buyer's agent's been amazing. And this deal was actually super easy. We didn't really go through that much. Everything was pretty easy to roll, pretty easy to do. Just got it done. That's pretty exciting. Another thing to mention with changing, just like the seasons, you are going to face adversity. You're going to face people who aren't happy that you're going to be changing because they're going to envy you, and they're going to feel like you're trying to outgrow them, and they're going to see you doing these great things, and they're going to want to try and push you back because they're not happy with themselves. So they want you to feel the same way they do, and you cannot let that happen. It could be somebody close to you. It could be somebody that you don't like, or it could be somebody you're super close with. And it happens. It happens all the time. You just have to realize that they're not looking for the same thing as you, so you can't really say anything against them. You just have to realize that that's how life is, and just keep focusing on what it is you want to focus on.